right, thanks for the clovers. Good luck, everybody. Bonus break. Second break of the day. Why not? Empty box. Good luck, everybody. Let me get comfy here. All right. All right, Schultz, Singletary, Evans. We got Latu on the silver going to Indy. Steve Young on the green. Jalen Polk, Will Reichard, and a kid reporter starting us off. Starting things off. Aaron Donald, T-Law, Mosley, Jahmyr Gibbs, Ogden for Baltimore, Joe Milton, and Braylon Trice. That might be a patch. We'll save that one for the end. Frank Gore, Krieg, Swift, Buda Baker, Rook. We're getting all the Falcons except Michael Penix. Dallas Turner. We got Kool-Aid on the Prismatic. And a kid reporter. Devin, if you go in my bio, there's like a little link tree thing. Just click on that and it should have it in there. And it will take you right to my YouTube. There's over 3 years worth of breaks on there, so you can't run out of stuff to watch. It's just nonstop break action. Aaron Jones, Jamal Anderson, CeeDee Lamb, Jake Ferguson on the silver. Hey, there we go. Drake May on the green. We approve. Malachi Corley for the Jets, and a CJ Stroud on the fireworks. All right. Hopefully that's a good sign of things to come. Gator fan approves. Let's see here. We got a place to start putting some stuff, huh? Butker, Ayuk, Drew Brees, Ed Oliver. We got Diggs on the green for Houston, Trey Benson, and a Jermaine Burton for the Bengals. All right, we should have a patch here. We got Josh Jacobs, Quentin Johnston, Elway, Christian Kirk on the silver. We got Latu, Blake Corum for the Rams, and Malik Neighbors. All right. Rookie gear going to the Giants. We approve. Nice hit, Giants. Nice hit for the Giants. And that's Wesley. Yes, very nice. All right. We can live with that start. We can live with that start. All right. Optic. Boy, it'd be nice to see. It'd be nice to see it downtown. Last break, we had the Marvin Harrison Blue Sparkle. But man, we want to see it downtown. Or an uptown. All right, Garrett Wilson, Slayton, Diggs, Lambjack. We got Best Tutties, Christian Watson, Jordan Love for Green Bay, Chop, and a Jared Verse for the Rams. We got Jalen Carter, Jalen Hurts, Jamar Chase, Rashi, We got Vidal for the Chargers on the blue, Lassiter for Houston, and a Joe Mixon. Oh, is that what you need, Steve? A little duel? I think I've only hit one duel. It was J.J. McCarthy and Justin Jefferson. That's the only duel I've hit. What do we got? A M here. Fitzpatrick, Bryce Young, Jonathan Taylor. We got Adonai Mitchell, Javon Baker, Chris Jones for KC, and Luke McCaffrey on the rookie phenom going to Washington. Thanks, Luke. All right, now let's see some QBs. We need some QBs. David, Baker, Trey, Kyler, A.J. Barner for Seattle, Leofold for the boys, and a James Cook. Kenneth Walker, Ayuk, Drake London, Aiden, Jalen Hurts on the lighted up for the Eagles, Dylan and a Rook. Kendre Miller, Peppers, Josh Jacobs, Miles Sanders, Chris Braswell going to the Buccaneers, Xavier Legette, and a Jonah Ellis. That's a pretty mellow optic. That one was pretty mellow. All right. I love these. Let's go, Phoenix. I want to see a color blast or at least an auto. We haven't seen an auto or a color blast. Empty box. All right, here we go. See, even the base, they're just such good looking cards. Derek Carr, AJ Brown, Austin Eckler, T-Law, Mike Evans. We got Mahomes and Kelsey on the treasured tandems. And Kyle Duggar, that is 14 out of 88. Going to New England. You got to keep the faith, Willie. You got to keep the faith. Brissett, McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, Lawrence, Russell Wilson, Tyrann Mathieu. Hey, there's a Bo Nix. See, you asked and you received. Yeah, they just look good. So sparkly. So shiny. This is the International Hobby Mega. Kyle Duggar, Evan Ingram, Okereke, Jalen Hurts, Mark Andrews, Rashad White. And for Carolina, Jatavian Sanders. That one is 42 out of 88. Going to Carolina. We got Christian Watson, DK, AR, Scary Terry, Myles Garrett. We got Jalen Polk on the rookie rising. I always expect those to be numbered. And a Harrison Butker for KC. That one is 23 out of 180 going to Kansas City. Pacheco, Christian Kirk, Joey Bosa, Debo, Trey, Zaire Franklin, Joe Alt. Going to the Chargers. That one is 33 out of 40. There you go, Chargers. Doesn't look like a color blast today. Kirk, Ed Oliver, Bijan, Gibbs, Mahomes, Trey Tucker, and a Joe Milton going to New England. That one is 70 out of 180. And now we got hobbies. I guess we should save that signature for the end, is what we should do. That is standard protocol, I think. Get into this thing. It doesn't want to open. All right. Okay. Maybe that means Mahomes is in this one. We got a billion packs. Empty box. Let us begin. I sure hope so. We need something nice here. T-Law. Alvin Kamara. I think there's a die cut back here. Jordan Love. Brian Branch. It is a die cut. How about that on the status? 15 out of 26 for the Saquon Barkley. Nice little hit there for the Eagles. Out of 26 on the die cut. Yeah, that's a cool little card there. Puka, Jerry Jeudy, Krieg, Josh Jacobs, rookie on deck, Jalen Milroe. That is 197 out of 799. Take that for Seattle. And a Kid Reporter. All right, we got Drake May, Micah, Michael Penix, Kool-Aid, Bo Collins for the Giants, 381 out of 499, turn of the century rookie, Giants strike. There you go. We approve. Hey, All Grit. What's up? Yes, after the first break, I got talked into putting another one in the shop. So here we are. Witherspoon, Ed Reed, Chase Brown. We got Marvin Harrison, Taysom Hill, 14 out of 199. That is for the Saints. Is he good? I don't know. That's the thing with these rookies. You don't know. You don't even know. Woodson, Burrow, Jared Verse, Burrow, Jared Verse, Josh Hines Allen. What do we have here? A little Derek Stingley Jr. for Houston, 246 out of 799, elite coverage, going to the Texans. All right, Texans. They were drafted. It does mean something. Malik Neighbors, DeForest Buckner, Max Crosby, Dak Prescott, and Princely Umanmielen for Carolina. See, now I got a whole new batch of rookies to learn how to pronounce their names right. 941 out of 999. Going to Carolina. How come they don't have, like, you know, the first pick in the NFL? How come they don't have, like, you know, the first pick in the NFL draft? John Smith, followed by Bob Jones. Tua, Mahomes, Ken Houston, Lad McConkey, 11 out of 75. Michael Penix Jr. Field Vision. There you go, Atlanta. Take that out of 75. Nick Bolton, Jalen Hurts, Jamar Chase, Darrell Revis, and Caden Prather, 33 out of 99, going to Buffalo. There you go, Buffalo. Gotta say, I love how these cards look. That's right, Gibby. Penix showed up. He did show up. He could show up again. And Travis Hunter. That is 715 out of 799. We're okay with that, Jags. We're okay with that. Yeah, Steve. Very nice. But we want more. Wesley Walls. Justin Simmons. Steve Young. Devontae Adams. And Herbie on the Spellbound. That is 159 out of 799. There you go, Chargers and a Kid Reporter. We got Najee, Calvin Ridley, Achane, and Emeka Egbuka for the Buccaneers. 8 out of 75 on the rookie elitist. Emeka. Jonathan Taylor, Michael Vick, Randy Moss, CJ, Derrick Henry. This one is 773 out of 779 or 799 on the Spellbound. Going to Baltimore. Braylon Allen, Bo, Ozzie Newsome, Trey, and hey, how about there? We'll take a numbered Sanders. 477 out of 999. Browns fan. Mike Evans, JSN, Bo Nix, Brian Thomas Jr., Curtis Rourke, 21 out of 99, and this is a nil. So this will get decided at the end of the break. Future Elite and a Kid Reporter. So this will get decided at the end, guys. Guys. All right, we'll set that aside here so I don't forget. Joey Bosa, Bucky, Saquon, Nick Bosa, DeForest Buckner, 17 out of 25 going to Indy. That's a pretty sick card, too. Nice hit there for Indy. Xavier Worthy, Darrell Green, James Cook, Andrews, and a little Jaden Daniels, a base pack. Thanks for the base pack, Panini. What does nobody ever ask for? A pack of base. Panini thinks it's a good thing to have. Lambjack. Allstott, Derrick Henry, Bryce Young, and there you go, Browns fan. That is 710 out of 799. Rookie on deck. Sanders again strikes. Yeah, I like the rookie on deck. Those are cool cards. We still got 3 packs plus the signature class waiting in the wings. And the signature class has 5 autos in it. Matt Stafford, Patrick Queen, Jamal Charles, Kyler Murray. Got here 65 out of 199 for Buffalo. Deion Walker. That is a big guy. That guy doesn't miss many meals. We got Baker, Jason Taylor, Rome, James Conner, and Cam Ward. That is 864 out of 999 going to the Titans. There you go, Titans. Cam Ward. Browns fan, yes. We got Taysom Hill, Clinton Portis. I haven't seen him on a card in a while. Josh Allen, Michael Irvin, and is this an auto? Didn't we already get we're getting a bonus auto? We did get a bonus auto. How about that? 196 out of 499. Colston Loveland going to the Bears on the bonus auto. We approve. Yeah, we approve of that. That's nice. Bonus auto? What? Maybe they give you another auto if they give you a nil? Either way, I'm not going to complain. Nice hit, Bears. Nice hit. We approve of that. We definitely approve of that. Who had those Bears? I got to see. Gator fan. Nice hit, Gator. Nice hit, Gator. All right, we still got 5 more autos to see. I haven't opened one of these in a good while, so this ought to be fun. Good luck, everybody. We got 5 packs, 5 autos. Good luck. All right, we got Jerry Rice, Chad Johnson, After Image, Malik Neighbors. That's a sick card. I don't know if I've seen one of those. That's pretty sick. Nice hit there, Giants. That is pretty sick. And then right behind that, Arian Foster for Houston, 11 out of 50. Preeminent. Nice hit there, Houston. We approve. Arian Foster with a Michael Wiley and a Cole Bishop. I love that After Image card. Yeah, that's sweet. Nice hit there. All right, Arian Foster starting us off on the autos. All right, second pack. Seems like the love's getting spread pretty good here. Barry Sanders, Ricky Williams, Marvin Harrison Jr. That is 94 out of 150. I love those cards. All right, we'll pull from the back this time. Plumlee for the Jags. Eli, that one's numbered. 90 out of 175 for the Giants. And next up, Jatavian Sanders, 21 out of 25, going to Carolina. There you go, Carolina. Right, last team magic. Does it ever go wrong? I guess it could go wrong, but it did not go wrong today. Yeah, Panthers doing all right here. right, it is time for more. We got Terrell Owens, Doug Williams, Drake May. That one is not numbered. Oh, man. I'm not sure I'm seeing what I'm seeing. Austin Reed for the Bears. Theo Johnson for the Giants. And it was what I was thinking. Looky there. Bo Nix on the auto. Nice hit. Nice hit, Denver. That's a beauty right there. That's a beauty right there. Willie. Does Willie approve? I think Willie approves. Nice hit, Willie. Bo Nix. Bo Nix strikes. I thought I saw that auto through the Drake May, and I wasn't just seeing things. All right, we still got two more. I don't know what else we got waiting for us in here after Bo. Let's see. Sean Alexander, Jerome Bettis, Ladd McConkey. That one is 126 out of 250. There's our boy Michael Pratt. We got Marcus Allen for Kansas City. And our next auto, Jalen McMillan. He's been everywhere. Going to Tampa Bay next. Tampa Bay strikes next. Darth Mako. What, Mike Pratt? What are the chances? Mike Pratt, right there waiting. You were just waiting. Biding your time. How's it going? Just clicked in. Well, you always know right when to click in, Mike. Welcome in. Good to see you. I hope you're doing good this weekend. We still got one more. I'll do a recap after this, guys, and you know I'm going to do everything I can to help you out if you had a rough break, but it seems like the love was spread pretty good here. Palomalu, Lawrence Taylor, a little Jaden Daniels action on the Gridiron Ambassadors. We got Jordan for Houston. What is that back there? We got Taylor for the Jets. And Tim Brown, 11 out of 25 for the Raiders. How about that, Raiders? Nice hit for the Raiders. Who had the Raiders today? Seabass. Nice, Seabass. That's 11 out of 25. Yeah, nice hit. 11 out of 25 on the Tim Brown. Nice hit. All right, give me a second here. Yes, and the Jaden Gridiron Ambassadors. What do you guys think? Do you like the signature better than the Resurgence, or is Resurgence preferred? If I were to get more, I'm always wondering if I should get more of the Resurgence or more of the signature class. Oh, you know what? Before we do the recap, let me let's take care of this bad boy. Give me a second here. All right, let me make a little room here. All right, we got all the team logos are in here. I'm just going to shuffle. cut the deck a couple times here. Spread them around. And I'm going to dive in here and grab one right here. This one. Good luck, guys. Chargers. Who had the Chargers? That is going to the Chargers. That is Seabass. Seabass. You're also getting that one, Seabass. That is out of 99 on the Curtis Rourke. Congrats. You did all right. First time magic indeed. All right, give me a second here. We'll do a quick recap. And then I got to get to work. We are not doing a third one. We had Jatavian Sanders out of 25 going to Carolina. Eli was out of 175 for the Giants. Marvin Harrison Jr. out of 150. We had the Arian Foster was going to Houston. That one was out of 50. The Malik Neighbors after image. Man, I love that card. We had Michael Penix, 11 out of 75 on the Field Vision. Saquon was 15 out of 26 for Philly. Colston Loveland auto out of 499 going to Chicago. Cam Ward out of 999 for Tennessee. Walker for Buffalo out of 199. Sanders was out of 799. DeForest Buckner for Indy out of 25. Sanders again out of 999 for Cleveland. Derrick Henry out of 799 on the Spellbound. Igbuka out of 75 going to Tampa Bay. Herbie Spellbound out of 799. We had Travis Hunter. That is out of 799 going to the Jags. Prather out of 99 going to Buffalo as well. Uman Milan for Carolina out of 999. We had the Elite Coverage. Stingley out of 799 going to Houston. Taysom Hill out of 199 for the Saints. Sanders for Carolina again. This one out of 88. Luke McCaffrey on the Rookie Phenom patch. Malik Neighbors on the Rookie Gear patch. Kyle Duggar out of 88 for New England. Chris Braswell. We had Jaden Daniels on the Gridiron Ambassadors. We had Tim Brown, 11 out of 25, going to the Raiders. Lab McConkey out of 250. We had McMillan for Tampa Bay on the auto. Drake May for New England. We had Bo Collins for the Giants out of 499. Milroe was out of 799 on the Rookie on Deck for Seattle. Joe Milton was out of 180. Joe Alt for the Chargers was out of 40. Bucker for KC out of 180. Bo Nix. And that's just a base, but it looks awful nice. AJ Barner. Vidal. Drake May on the green. And little Bo Nix auto to wrap it up. Beauty.